I am the father of in a funky kind of family who live on a cliff in the West Country, and they have a distinctive feature, which is all the male members of the family can travel back in time. They can only travel to places they've been before. They can't go back into history and change the course of events. They can only alter bits of their own lives. So that's the good news and the bad news. And the film kind of discusses the fact that in the end, you don't need time travel. Domhnall and I didn't apparently work on it at all. It just sort of happened and we eased into it. He's a very classy man, and we had a very comfortable, funny time, and with very little discussion or fuss, which is ideal, really. The relationship is, I hope, you know, everybody has different relationships with their parents or with their father. Ours is a pretty uncomplicatedly good one, and we're kind of keen on one another. And probably beyond the fact of being father and son, we share the same kind of enthusiasms. And but it's not supposed to be, you know, there are all kinds of relationships of that kind. So, but this is just one of them. It's very funny when people say, yeah, but if they time travel back through thing, wouldn't it be that blah, blah, whatever, you know, and you go, it's time travel. There are no rules because guess what? Time travel doesn't exist. But as far as I know them, you go into a cupboard. What I like is the lo-fi element of Richard's version of time travel. You don't have to speak funny or wear difficult clothing, and there's no machine involved. You go into a cupboard and you close your eyes and you think of somewhere you've been, and you're there, which amuses me, obviously. And when I didn't have to do too much of it on camera. I did a bit where Domhnall and I had to go into a cupboard, and I like days like that where you go into a cupboard with a younger man and close your fists and close your eyes and pretend you're going back in time. I get interested. That's when I start to sort of get interested. I like it when it gets a bit daft. It means you're not doing anybody any harm. You're not invading Iraq or anything. You're just time traveling in a cupboard. It pleases me. I haven't seen the film, so because I'm squeamish about that. But so therefore I haven't seen it as a whole. But I was there, and the script, you know, it is slightly different. I think it's more. I mean, it's a philosophical kind of film in a light and funny way. And I think if it is, as he says, is the last film he's going to direct, which I obviously sincerely hope that's not the case, it's not a bad one to leave on. And because the last thought is simply to make the most of your life and treasure the things that are important in your life without being distracted by all the static that the world persuades us into. So it's kind of cool in that way. I think it is. I think it's one of his best films, and you know, even though I haven't seen it, but I mean, I just feel that the script and the writing and the performances are very delicate and true.